Places like these are what cement Star Citizen as one of the immersive sci-fi greats, a settlement built into an asteroid. The blend of hard metal and solid rock, barely tamed through blood, sweat and tears. More than just a spawn point or a marker on a map, this is an absolutely iconic sci-fi location. Welcome to Levski. This video will explore what's on show at this asteroid base, then delve deep into what's shown inside before taking a look back to compare past with present. And that journey starts with the exterior. The Levski landing zone is on a large, peculiarly shaped asteroid called Delamar in the Nix system. The approach is already a visual experience in itself, as the blue streaking lines of the Glacium Ring asteroid belt mix rocks with gas clouds for a beautiful stellar vista. Getting closer to the asteroid, the hints of human habitation become apparent, with structures like flaming chimney wells and exterior landing pads. But the impressive superstructure at the centre is the large borehole, cylindrically drilled through the full depth of Delamar, strewn with structural struts and reinforcing rails, and available for pilots to fly all the way through. One end gives way to a series of external freight elevators as a highway for haulers, and the other end centrifugally houses a range of hangar bays for spaceships, before housing the majority of the surface structures that bring the player inside the base. Inside, the range of facilities, including a hospital, habitation, shops, and the industrial and cargo areas, all follow a similar theme, that of a blend of space station and hard rock, the geological kind. Almost everywhere you go riffs on that theme, which is very effective. The theme nods to the mining and refining heritage of Nix, with Levski well equipped to handle all kinds of such activities within-game, and the whole setup of the settlement is a nod to that. Even the rapid transit system is a large set of alternating elevators, simply called the Vertical People Mover. And without getting too deep into the lore behind Levski, after all, the Astrohistorian would be a much better source for that, a lot of the messaging that's visible on the walls or in the halls gets rather political. Depending on where you live in the world, that might be a little too on the nose for some, but the general message celebrated here is one of egalitarianism, away from the injustices of the Empire. Remember Anthony Tanaka. But this isn't the first time we've seen Levski in-game. Back in Alpha 3.0 at the end of 2017, Levski and Delamar were available around Crusader right up until February 2021. In the few years that it's been away, much has changed, not least what was formerly a pit became a complete borehole. And I will need to seek forgiveness as my footage is rather historic and not meeting my current standards. But despite the changes, some things remain recognizable, making for some interesting comparisons. All considered, the reintroduction of Levski has been a welcome addition to the game for many, and certainly makes for a great place to visit. If you'd like to see more such places in-game, past and present, you might be interested to explore the other location spotlight videos on this channel. And if you're not yet subscribed here, you might like to consider that to have YouTube show you more videos like this in future. In any event, I look forward to reading your thoughts in the comments below, but otherwise and as always, thank you for watching.